I don't want to grow my quads, I want to grow my glutes. And I know that if I do a lot of squats, like sure, my butt grows a little bit, but it definitely grows my quads a lot more. So like that is just not worth it to me, even if it grows my glutes. If it's gonna throw off my glutes to quads ratio and grow my quads even more, then like it's not worth it.
Baby, I got you, and I hear you. I do understand that concern, and believe me, I have a very good plan. It's gonna work for you very well. Even though I sound so sure and confident there was actually a big question mark in my mind. Should I take back squats out of her program or should I keep them? In most cases, I prefer to keep them because it's much easier to build strength and muscle by doing squats. And to inhibit the growth of her leg size, I can keep her in a calorie deficit. Here is how the same weight of fat and muscle looks. We know it's much faster to lose weight than to build muscle. Imagine taking these out of your legs and adding a little bit of these every week. That's why a combination of a slight calorie deficit and progressively increasing weight on back squats has worked so well for my female clients in past. However, Anna's body is a very exceptional case and it's gonna really challenge my coaching skills. She is definitely one of those gifted people who were born to be fit. She works out mostly 2, rarely 3 days a week. For training, she mostly does easy-paced morning runs and only lifts weights once a week. If I convince her to train with me 3 days a week, her weights on squats, deadlifts and snatches go straight up remarkably every week. As a result, she gains muscle very quickly. You might say, well, she has a gifted body, your job is easier then. Just make her do the work. That will be easy if she wanted to be a competitive athlete. What makes Anna's case hard is her body goal. She doesn't want to look more muscular, especially in her lower body. In fact, her thighs are so ready to grow, anything makes her bend knees, grows her thighs more than her glutes. That's why she needs a different approach. I'm going to share the training plan that I designed for her, but if you want to hear the logic behind the program and my plan B, I will cover them in this chapter. Yes, I have a plan B in case the program doesn't give us the desired outcome. Now let's talk about plan A. There is a way to make back squats more glute dominant, and I see not many people know it. I was squatting with that technique when I was a powerlifter because it allowed me to lift more weights. Most of us keep the bar on our traps during back squats. That makes us squat with an upright torso, and inevitably our knees go over our toes. As a result, we feel the load on our thighs. If you place the bar on your rear deltoids instead of your traps, we call it low bar squat. That slight change makes your torso lean forward more and your knees go forward much less. The low bar squat makes you drive your hips back more, work with your glutes and hamstrings instead of your thighs. We can make it even more glute focused with a few adjustments. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna put that plate on the ground right here. So I want you to look at that plate when you're doing your squats. And also I want you to focus on, you keep the bar right here, right on your lower back. Okay? Think about it.
Okay.
Now give me 3 reps, please. How was that?
Okay, I feel more glute.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's good.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That was more glutes because where you look dictates the way you do back squats. This is also a never-ending debate among athletes and coaches. Where you should look at during squats, straight or a little bit down. I think both ways have their own spaces. Looking straight while doing high bar squats sounds more reasonable and also feels more natural. While doing low bar squats, as I see, my clients can use their glutes more, and they also mention that they feel more stable if they keep looking at the small targets on the floor. I always encourage people to try different ways and choose the one that suits best. So try both and see how it goes. Low bar squat is great for glutes, but not enough. we still need more volume to maximize her glute gains. Hitting 12 or 16 sets per week per muscle group is a reasonable way to maximize gains. My girlfriend wants to lift weights only 2 days a week, and I want her to start each training session by doing 5 sets of low bar back squats. That means we have 10 sets per week in our pockets. We need 6 sets more to reach the upper limits. That's why I add one accessory exercise for 3 sets after low bar squats. In day 1, she does weighted GHD hip extensions as an accessory. I want her to do with a little round back because that makes her to use glutes more. In day 2, she does hip thrust as an accessory exercise, which is just another extra glute focused exercise. With that way, we hit 16 sets per week. Even if I'm a big fan of Bulgarian splits, especially for glute development, I try to avoid any accessory exercise which involves thighs, because her thighs are so ready to grow. And that brings us to the plan B. I will observe her body for 6 weeks. If she says doing low bar squats grows her thighs more than her glutes, I will remove back squats out of her program and add more exercises that don't require any thigh engagement. The reason behind my desire to keep back squats in her program is it's such a high reward exercise. It burns more calories, improves your glutes, abs, and even your hip mobility. And it's easier to do progressive overload. And that brings us maybe the most important element of this training plan. As you can see, exercises, sets, and reps remain same, but I want her to increase the weight slightly every week on each exercise. So squats, hip extensions, and hip thrusts. They will all get slightly heavier every week. That's what we call progressive overload, and that should be a must-have for any training plan. Without progressive overload, nobody can guarantee results. If you feel like you're exercising for decades, but your body never changes, most probably it's because your program doesn't contain any progressive overload. Or maybe you would believe increasing weight would make you look a bit more bulky. Don't worry, I do understand that feeling. As you can see, by choosing the right exercises and following a program that is designed just for your own needs and goals, you can always get the results that you desire. I wonder, what do you think about this game plan that I designed for my girlfriend? Do you think we can grow her glutes more than her thighs? If you share your thoughts in the comment section, I would love to read them. I will update you about her progress in next weeks. So you better subscribe to the channel, and if you think this video creates some value for you, you can just like the video. If you just start your squat journey recently, you better check out this checklist because we mentioned 5 critical things that will help you to enjoy doing back squats. See you soon.